Shalom, shalom. Where the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, to speak about the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, which is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, coming back to deliver us out of the last captivity, all right, and destroy our enemies. So first and foremost, we want to give all praises going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakodash. Good honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, much love and respect to brothers out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. All right, let me start with Hosea 1:7. This is the book of
Hosea chapter 1 and verse 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and I will save them by the Lord their power, and will not save them by bow nor by sword.
This is speaking about this time. This is speaking about after the fourth beast. We're in the fourth beast. If we're not in the fourth beast, then we got to be in the kingdom of heaven. Okay? Straight up. That's the prophecy. There's no intermediate commercial break where some jackal comes up and rules. No. All right? It's after the fourth beast, the Roman Empire. This is the revival of that. Okay? That's why that trend is going around now. These people talking about, they're thinking Edomites, talking about, they're thinking about the Roman Empire. Because these are the Edomites coming back in power. This is nothing but the revival of the Roman Empire. That's all this is. That's why you got concrete all over the goddamn place. Right? Go to these parliament buildings. They're fashioned after the Roman and Greco architecture, man. These are the Edomites, man. You go to Petra, Mount Seir, where the Edomites live, it's the same structure. Why? Because those are those people, man. It's simple. Okay? Okay, keep reading that.
Hosea 1 and 7. But I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses.
Right, so he's not going to save us based upon a military might. He's going to save us based upon his power. And he's going to make it known the miracle of it. Right? Things that are unbelievable are going to happen. Right? All right? Or one that was never thought of. Not Amalek, not those guys now. They have all the power anyway. They're backed by a horse. So what more do they need? Huh? Well, what more do you want?
She was with you for 20 years ago.
Psalms 44, and I'll start at 5. Through thee will I push down our enemies. Through thy name will I tread them under and rise up against us.
And they're not calling on the name of God for this. Where you see right now, by God, by Hashem. And they're never calling upon it, and that's not the name of God by the Most High, by the way. But they're not calling on the name of the Most High for all these things, this wickedness they're doing. They're doing this in their mind by their own power. Go ahead.
For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me.
Right.
But thou hast saved us from our enemies.
He's gonna save us by our enemies. Go ahead.
But thou shalt save us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us.
Woo.
In the Most High we boast all day long, and praise thy name forever. Salah.
Right. He's gonna put them to shame because they're in pride right now. But that pride, the higher you are, the longer and harder the fall is, man. That pride is going to be brought down from our enemies, man. So that's okay. This is the time for them to be prideful, because when that time comes, we're going to be able to go back and remember, oh, you were that devil. I remember you. You're that devil. No, that's not me. Yeah, it's you. You're that little Ishmaelite that was talking shit. All right? We're going to remember all these heathens, man.
Just as these people are going to remember even those that pierce Yahweh Shai, going to know that it's devil. You know?
This is Lamentation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Who's the Edomites? The Edomites are the so-called white people running the earth right now. Go ahead.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
What meaning what? What was the cup? Slavery, right? Genocide, right? Destruction, demonization. All that is going to pass through unto them. They're going to have to drink all of that down. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Right.
The punishment of thine iniquities accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
So he's saying, listen, our punishment is over. The Israelites, our punishment is over. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
We're not going to go anymore into slavery, because every time the Israelites did wickedness, what happened to us? We went into slavery. That's all throughout the book of Judges, you know, all these different kingdoms. Right? So how are they the people, when they're doing nothing, the whole earth is in wickedness, they're running the earth. Over there is nothing but wickedness and evil, pedophilia, homosexuality. Right? And the Most High didn't put them in slavery. They're still doing what they want to do. Because they're not the people, man.
That's right.
Hold that. Go ahead.
It says he will no more carry thee away into captivity.
See, we're the people. That's why we're in this condition right now.
Right. Right.
But the Lord's about to take us out of this condition, right? Starting with the elect. Go ahead.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Woo.
He will discover thy sin.
And that's who's in that land right now. It's the Edomites who run that land. With the small hats on their head. That's the Edomites. Along with the rest of these so-called white people. They're Edomites, man. Okay? The mass majority of them. Go ahead. Go ahead, bring it on out.
Hey, this is the book of Lamentation, chapter 5 and 2.
They're white. I'm white. There's no such thing as white. That doesn't exist, man. I'm black. That doesn't exist either, man. Are you black? Are you the color of a black cat? No, you're brown, man, with different shades of brown, from dark brown to super light brown. You got a Jake that's super damn beige. It's damn near beige. Oh, you're black. Really?
That's all a social construct.
It's social construct. Let's go, bring it out.
Yeah, that's all a social construct
Yeah.
to promote confusion.
Yeah.
You know, so they can hide under those names
Yeah.
to hide the fact that they are the cursed people of the Bible.
Right.
The book of Lamentation 5 and 2.
Hold on. I'm finished. Finished? Okay, go ahead.
Lamentation 5 and 2. Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Right.
Our house is to aliens.
Right, that's it, because we have heathens in our land right now. Okay, neither of them belong here. They're fighting over it, but neither of them belong in that land. Okay? But guess what? The Amalekites, they're the biggest hypocrites though. You know, so that's why we curse them out more. Okay? Oh, Salaki. Okay, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 1.
Oh, you have something else? Okay, go ahead, bring it on out.
Ezekiel 39 and verse 27. When I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations.
Amos 9.
Then shall they know that I am the Lord their power, which caused them to be led into captivity.
They're going to know it was the Most High who did it. There's not going to be no Balfour Declaration that's going to deliver us. The Lord is going to, they're going to know it was the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? Through His power. He's going to show it. Alright? Oh, give me that truly thou art the power that truly, exactly. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 39 and 28. Then shall they know that I am the Lord their power, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, but I have gathered them unto their own land and have left
They were
them.
supposed to be gathered into their own land out of captivity, out of slavery.
Yeah.
Right. They were supposed to be in slavery, serving another people. All right? And then be brought into the land and be delivered.
Okay, cool.
That didn't happen to them. That never happened to them. That's about to happen to us, man. This is going to be the second deliverance, man.
Nice.
All right?
Nice.
Go ahead.
Now this is the book of Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen,
Right.
and close up the breaches thereof, and will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
And He's going to build us up like in the time of King David, but even more. All right? When we were ruling over the heathen, and the heathen were our servants. That's what the Lord is going to do. He's going to flip the script. Go ahead.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all of the heathen which are called by my name,
Right.
saith the Lord Yahweh that doeth this.
Who's going to do it?
Yahweh.
The Lord Yahweh. Not the Balfour Declaration, not America backing them up. It's going to be the Heavenly Father that's going to do it for us. Okay? Right. Get me Isaiah 11 and 11, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand.
That same day, the same time where He's going to set up the throne of David. This is going to happen. This is the same time it's speaking about. Right?
That the Lord shall set his hand again, the second time.
When was the first time? When He delivered us out of Egypt, man. What did He do? He delivered us from a what? Amongst the heathen. Then He destroyed our enemies, man. He's going to do that again, but this time it's going to be even more specific, man. Because He's going to deliver the elect, and there's not going to be one heathen that's going to be with us in the chariots. See, there was a mixed multitude that came out with us. That's not coming out in this time. The Lord is going to perfect this deliverance. Go ahead.
That the Lord shall set his hand again, the second time, to recover the remnant of his people which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar,
Right.
and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea.
So you're saying that the Lord is just going to, that was it? You know, a little war happened, we got a couple guns shot, right? And then they took them on boats, and yeah, they were cheering, and that was it? But all in Egypt, there was all kind of plagues. The Red Sea was split, where they could walk through. The pillar of fire was following them. The chariot was following them. He surrounded, he blocked them off with fire. And that deliverance was for little old Egypt.
That's right.
But in this time, it was just he signed a paper and then they go on the boats. That's ridiculous, man. This deliverance is going to be way surpass that deliverance. Oh, well, you know what I want? This deliverance is going to way surpass the deliverance that happened in Egypt, man.
That's right.
That didn't happen for those guys. Because those are not the people. Those are imposters, man. Bastards, if you will.
That's right.
Go ahead, man.
So Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
It's going to be such a great of deliverance that we're not even going to talk about the deliverance of Egypt. That's not even going to be talked about, man. The Passover is going to be overshadowed by another high holy day, man. Okay? Of this deliverance. That's how serious it's going to be. And you know that's going to be lit. You know that's going to be lit. I think the Passover is something that's going to be a serious thing, man. Okay? Read that again, please.
Jeremiah 16 and 14.
So that didn't happen. Listen, they do not fit the prophecies, man. They don't fit the prophecies. They don't fit the characteristics of the people. Who are those guys, man? Smack, who is this nigga? I don't know if you guys ever seen battle rap, man. All right? This guy named, what was his name? Ill something. You always used to look at, he's rapping and he'll stop in the middle of the rap. Smack, who is this nigga? Who are these guys, man? Calling themselves the people of the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Right, the land of the north meaning what? North America. That's going to be, that's why I mentioned that specifically, because that's going to be the greatest deliverance out of America, Babylon the Great, which is going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And from all the other lands as well. It mentioned in North America first because that's where the greatest deliverance is going to be. The highest concentration of the elect. Rather than 144,000. Rather than 144,000. Go ahead.
And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
And he's going to bring us into our land which was given to our fathers. Which these people are fighting over now. Go ahead.
This is Micah 4 and verse 10. It says, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now thou shalt go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field, and thou shalt go even to Babylon, and there thou shalt be delivered.
Yeah, there thou shalt be delivered. Where are we going to be delivered out of Babylon, which is America, not the ancient Babylon, because we weren't delivered from ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon, we just went from slavery under the Babylonians to slavery under the Persians. That's all that was, a transition, emancipation. Go ahead.
And thou shalt go even to Babylon. There thou shalt be delivered, for the Lord Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemy.
Right, that clown Jesus is the word. He said that, where does it say that Babylon's going to be destroyed again? Well, we're reading it right now. This is not speaking about the ancient Babylon.
Yeah.
There's certain things that are written that's clearly did not happen in ancient Babylon.
Right.
So either you're saying the prophecies are incorrect, or there has to be another Babylon, man. Bug out. Go ahead.
That's what I'm
It might be those parasites and those dreads that went down to your brain, man. That's it?
That's it.
Okay. You got something? That's something? Bring it on out, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah 45, verse 15. It says, verily, thou art a power that hidest thyself. The all power of Israel, the Savior.
That's right. They're gonna say verily he's a power that a God that hideth himself. Then he was in Psalm, right? Verily he's a power that God that hideth himself. Because he all now he's been holding his peace. All these centuries he's been holding his peace. But now we're coming to the point where he's about to speak. All right, he's about to show that he's who he's with. Okay, and it's not those dirty, not those guys over there in Atlanta. Let me try to be PC.
Good. Zechariah 14 and verse 9. And the Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day there shall be one Lord, and his name one.
That's it. Go ahead. This is my so is that happening now? No, there's all manner of religions.
Right.
Matter of fact, they're pushing Satanism to the people now, man. All right? Out the alphabet society, that's being pushed rapidly, man. And they're behind it. They're the ones that run all of that shit. But they're supposed to be the people of God, right? So the scriptures say that when the people of God are empowered, the true Israelites, that the name of the Lord will be all around the earth and promoted. And the ways of the Most High will be promoted. Righteousness. More? Okay, you got something about?
Isaiah 41 and 13. For I, the Lord thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee.
Right.
Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, said the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
What is a worm? A worm is defenseless, man. So he's looking at Jacob as a defenseless people, all right, without him, right? So when they have all this great military might, while they're not in the kingdom, no, all right. The only time the Israelites ruled was in the time of King David and King Solomon, all right, and a couple generations after that. After that, that was it. That was it. They went into slavery under the Babylonians, and that was it. They've been in slavery ever since. Okay.
That's it on that. That's also like even the fact that it says thy worm Jacob is because the real Israelites are under the curses, which are going to be an ensign, which it says the curses shall pursue you. Okay, they'll overtake you. So again, those small hats, they can't be the people of the Lord, because again, the world was given unto the wicked, and they're not under the curses, right? They're not destroyed. They're not suffering right now, as we brought out even in the French time.
Right.
Oh, nice. Look good.
And a worm is on the ground. A worm is in a low state. It's not an eagle. It's not flying. It's on a low state.
Right. This is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and 15. According to the days of thy coming out of the land of Egypt, will I show unto him marvelous things.
Woo! Right. The day that we come out of Egypt shall show marvelous things. So, but guess what? There's another Egypt. Give me Revelation 11 and 8. All right. Get me on deck. I'll send you the plagues.
Book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. That's not speaking about Israel, like that clown said. All right. Because the breath coming into us in 3 days and a half was speaking about on this side of the earth. Okay, after that 350-year period. All right? What's the 3 days and a half about?
This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 9. Therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before.
Smite Egypt with plagues as before. So Egypt is going to be smitten again. Right? This is a new Egypt. This is that spiritual Egypt we were just reading about. Okay, that's going to be smitten again with plagues, but it's going to be on a higher level than it was in ancient Egypt, because this is a much greater kingdom. That's why I said that we're not even going to speak about the deliverance in ancient Egypt. All right? Go ahead.
It says, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Right, so that's another example. All the land in Egypt was never destroyed. There's still people there this day living, a large population. They got pyramids there, everything, you know, it's still there. This is speaking about the new Egypt, which is America, man. Go ahead.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon
They're
it.
Revelations 18. They have to be punished because of the sins of America, all right, starting with the Edomites, right? They got to be punished. Everything they did to our people, they did to our brothers, the Gadites, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos, they got to pay for all of that, man. You see? So how they're going to pay for that is by being completely destroyed. And then you Edomites are going to go into slavery under us.
Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins,
Now that's the deliverance of us for being beamed up into those chariots, go ahead.
and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double."
Right, reward her double according to her work. So Babylon is going to get double and these Edomites are going to get double. All right? It's synonymous. Babylon and Edom is synonymous, man. Why? Because the Edomites are ruling in New Babylon. Right. You understand what I'm saying to you? Get that, but get me also Jeremiah 49. Yep. All right. Go ahead.
I'll jump to verse. How much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall not see sorrow, and shall see no sorrow.
Right, that's how America thinks, and that's how these Edomites think in general. They feel like they're never going to be taken down. They're never going to get into that low state as these other nations. Right. But they are going to get into that low state. All right? Matter of fact, hold Isaiah 47 real quick. Get Isaiah 47 real quick, right?
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
That the plagues are going to come in one day. The plagues of Egypt. All right? The plagues that we're speaking about, those plagues in Egypt, are going to come quickly. It's going to come quick. And you see them coming. You see them building up. Right?
Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
Right, that didn't happen to ancient Egypt, and it didn't happen to ancient Babylon. So what is that speaking about? That ancient Babylon, that was a surgical strike. Okay? They took out the king, that was it. And then it was a transition. And then they became tributary. That's it. There was no fire burning. They weren't burning down all the houses. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, guys.
So this is speaking about a new Babylon. Okay?
Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right. What?
Come on, this is the book of Isaiah 47 and verse 7. Thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Right.
Neither didst thou remember the latter end of it.
Right, so this is speaking to you Edomites, so-called white people, but also speaking to America specifically. Right. Okay, all the things that you devils did, there's a latter end of that. There's a judgment for that. Right. This is not the end, you just did it and that's it. No, there's a judgment that comes with that. Right? Like you commit a particular crime, you go commit murder, and you think you're just gonna sit in the house. Yeah, see, you got what you deserve, but you go on, there's something that's coming to you too. Right? Please start knocking over. Then you start to realize, oh, whoa, wait a minute. You know? Right? So this is what's getting ready to come to you devils, man. Go ahead.
It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am.
Right.
And none else.
You're in the club, right? But they're running an investigation. Right? They're running an investigation. You see? You're in the club chilling, popping bottles, and they're in front of your house. The FBI agents are in front of your house looking, you know, waiting for you to come in. Okay? So you can live in pleasure, but there's judgment on the way.
It says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment.
Right, because America, that's the hub of witchcraft. You know, these Edomites have perfected that witchcraft. You know, the Hollywood, you know, the politics, that's all witchcraft. The news stations. And you listen to the news people, they all sound the same. They all sound like they're reading the same script. You know, the crisis actors, that's all witchcraft, right? That's all psychological warfare. So that's the hub of that shit. And these other nations, they follow suit. They mimic that. Okay, to a certain degree, right?
Verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, for thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
Yeah, because they think they're super smart, right? So they think that they can't be taken down. Well, the Lord's going to show them they're not that smart, right?
And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee.
It's going to be sudden, man. It'll be sudden. Give me 2 Ezra 16. You know, with the birth name, right? It's going to be sudden. Go ahead.
And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Right. That's it. Go ahead, read that.
This is
2 Ezra 16. You got that.
2 Ezra 16 and 38. As what? 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. As when a woman with child in her 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Now the plagues we're dealing with is the same plagues that was going to be brought upon Egypt. This plague is really being brought upon the whole world. But the main place, the main concentration is going to be in America. Okay? When you look at the world, plagues are happening right now. Many plagues. You know? The fires everywhere, the crazy storms, crazy earthquakes, floods, waters being turned like blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's all kind of plagues that they're not even reporting on the news that's going on. Epidemics that are creeping up. They just have not become pandemics yet. But see, when all of that is pandemics, oh, that's a whole other ball game now. See, the Lord is increasing these things, man.
It says the Lord is going to judge, is going to plead with all flesh. The Lord is judging nations, not only Esau, Edom, but all these heathens do have to have a judgment coming for them.
That's right.
So it says, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pain, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Right.
Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side.
And it's closing in on these people. Every year it's getting more and more tight. You see more and more. It's closing in on them. All right? And it's going to get to a point where it's just on every side. Every single way they turn, there's going to be a financial. First of all, they're not going to be able to buy food at a certain point. Okay, the average person. All right? Then the plague, you're going to be scared to go outside because there's all these people dropping dead from different things. All right? And Esau's not going to need propaganda. He's not going to need that in that day. Oh, get me Amos 5. I'm dealing with, got it? I'll bring that up.
This is Amos 5 and verse 18.
Did you finish that?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Amos 5 and verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Ultimately, that also represents the plagues. That also represents the plagues, man. Okay? Meaning you're not going to be able to escape. You're going from one plague to another plague to another plague.
That's right, that's right.
There's different problems, these different situations, man. Because what is a plague? Matter of fact, look up the word plague, brother. Mahai, you can look after you finish reading that.
It says, verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
That's it. It's not like the saying goes about a dark cloud following you. A dark cloud is going to follow all these people. The only ones that's going to have a glimmer of light is the elect. The rest of these people, it's a dark cloud. Everything they do is hell. Everything they do doesn't go right. You know, they go here, you know, it's cannibals. They go there, it's wild, it's a wolf. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere they turn, man, that's what it's going to be for these people. Let me know when you got that. Got it? Okay, bring it on.
This is the word plague in the etymology online. It says affliction, calamity.
Affliction. That's judgment. Go ahead.
Calamity. It says evil.
Alright, evil, wow.
It
So,
says-
so it doesn't necessarily mean a pestilence. It doesn't necessarily mean a C-19. Alright? It just means affliction or judgment. You know? Go ahead.
It says evil, scourge, severe trouble or vexation.
That's what the bear represents, what the lion represents, that's what the serpent represents. Evil. Everywhere they turn, man. You know? On every side. Okay? You got something about?
Yeah, Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation,
Distress.
a day of
Affliction. What's another way of saying distress? Affliction. It's a day of affliction, man. See, these people, it's not constant affliction yet. See, they can still go get a massage, right? The pilots they want to take a day off. It was alright. It was alright day. That time, there's not going to be such thing as an alright day. An alright day for these people. Well, an alright day is going to be they caught a squirrel. That's what I'm saying? It's alright. It's alright. How was today? It's alright. Right? But they still got to think about tomorrow, so it's really not going to be all right. So it's the plague is thinking about what about tomorrow. You understand? See, the hell is more mental than anything. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's like Sunday comes, right? You don't really enjoy Sunday like that if you work Monday. Yeah. It's like Sunday, like, ah, shit. You know, you're trying to, they're thinking about Monday. Fuck. They feel it in your gut. Right? So it's not as enjoyable, man.
a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right, that's that great, that dark cloud following. That's what's getting ready to come. Okay? Like I said, now they still got Uber Eats, you know, they can go to the depot and there, get a water, get a, you know, Sprite, you know, get a gin and tonic at the bar. But we're coming to the point where all of that is going to be cut off, man. When things get real, ain't nobody going to bars are going to shut down. Ain't nobody going to no bar when shit gets rough. You know what I'm saying? If they need to, eventually, you know, they want to eat. And listen, they'll deal with alcohol, but they'll drink that moonshine.
Go ahead, man. Verse 17, I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as
They're
the
not going to
dung.
know where to turn. They're going to be like, damn, this way is hell, that way is hell. What do I do? What do I do? Right? Right. A lot of them, they're going to try to turn to the most high at that time. It's going to be too late. Seek ye the Lord while we may. It's going to be too late. All right, and then what's going to happen is, see, the Lord is not dealing with them. Then they're going to want to curse the Lord. Say, God, it's not God. All right. What is he doing for me? Look at what he's doing. Right? They're gonna, even them Christians, a lot of those Christians are gonna start cursing the Most High. A lot of them Christians are gonna start cursing the Most High, cursing the Bible when they see what comes upon them, man.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, well, that guy, he doesn't even believe in the Most High. I don't even believe he believes in God. He's just an agent. Go ahead.
Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek ye the Lord.
He might have a, you know, believe some Edomite God in the sky, but I don't know, bro. That guy is just an agent. Go ahead.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Yep.
Call ye upon him while he is near.
And when is he near? As long as the prophets are out here, the Lord is near. This is the presence of the Lord is here. The presence of Yahweh Shai, the presence of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh is here. Okay? Amongst the brotherhood. Right?
Let the wicked...
When two or three are gathered in my name, here I am in the midst of them.
And how many camps is going on right now? That proves you that he's omnipresent. omnipotent and omnipresent. That's the thing.
It says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
Abundantly pardon, man. Boy, who the elect, okay? But the rest of the people, they're just going to have to deal with that judgment, man. You understand what I'm saying to you? You got more than that? That's it. Yes.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
So the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. It's not going to come just, it's going to be announced, so, you know, the next year. No. It's going to come to these people, the majority of these people, by surprise because they're not watching. Right?
Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Right, so when they think it's all good, see now, like the C-19, the lockdowns, that's over now, so I think, oh, it's getting back to normal. Bam, something's getting ready to come. And the next thing that comes is going to be far worse than 9/11 and these different events. It's going to change the world a lot more, right? And it's going to put a much harder lockdown on these people, right?
So like that proves that how the world is on a completely different vibration than what the Lord is pushing for. You know, they're not watching for prophecy, and that's why they're going to believe that it's going to be peace and safety.
Right.
You know, they're going to push peace and safety, but the Lord is coming to bring great wrath.
Right.
You know, so it's going to show you that the mentality that the people that the people have is completely adverse to what the Lord is thinking.
Right. And another thing, even though it's right-wing truthers, right? Because they come out with what's going on in the government and what's about to transpire, but they still have an optimistic view of, oh, we can still overturn it and this and that, and if we get work together, and that's not going to happen, man. Because according to the prophecies, America's going to be destroyed. According to prophecies, all these plagues and hells are going to come upon the world. All right? So they can't. There's nothing they can do to stop it. They don't understand that. So that optimistic view is going to really deceive them.
It's like just as it says, I would have healed Babylon, but Babylon cannot be healed. There is no going back, man. Okay, Babylon is set up, it's established for destruction, man. That's what's awaiting.
It's like the button was already pressed, and the timer is going already. There's nothing they can do to turn back the button. You can't deactivate it. It's done. It's finished. That when that time hits, it's over. Okay?
That's why scriptures speak about how that the hope of the God is like dust that blows in the wind.
Yes.
So these people, they're hoping that normalcy is coming. Everything's gonna go back to normal.
Yep.
But not knowing that the Lord is gonna be major hell, man.
Right.
So when it catches them, it's gonna be like shit. You know, my world is not really what I perceived it to be. I actually have to face the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man.
Right. Like it says, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the day of the Lord. You know, they were rejoicing, marrying, giving up to marriage.
Yep.
And then the flood came suddenly.
Yep. And that's the thing. And guess what? If you want this place to continue, then you're wicked. And you're not with the Most High.
That's right.
Because this is a wicked, evil place.
That's
So
right.
you should want this complete government, this complete kingdom to be destroyed.
right.
And set a righteous kingdom instead of. Oh, well, give me 2 Peter 3. 2 Peter 3 and 13. Read that first. You got it? Whoever got the 2 Peter 3 and 13. Read that real quick.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 13.
Yep.
It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise,
Who's we? The elect, the chosen of the Most High. According to the promise of the Most High. Go ahead.
look for new
We
heaven.
look for a new heaven, meaning a new rulership. This meaning of heavens here means a new rulership. There's multiple meanings of heavens in the Bible. There's the outer space heavens, all right. There's the rulership on earth heavens. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and a new earth.
And a new earth, meaning the earth is going to be renewed. That word "new" in the Greek is kainos, which means a renewing. Just like you got a new moon. It's not a new moon being replaced, swapped out. It's the renewing of the cycle of the moon.
That's right.
There's going to be renewing of the earth. We're going to be refreshed. There's going to be no more pollution. That's going to be done away with in the kingdom to come. Okay? The earth is going to be cleaned up. There's going to be order in the earth. Go ahead.
It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth,
Right.
wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Where righteousness can reign. Righteousness, oh, give me that. Shall not, until this is unsown.
Yo, yeah.
Listen, righteousness cannot rule in this wicked place. with these wicked people ruling, because they're not set up to be the righteous. Okay, the righteous are the Israelites first and foremost, but it starts with the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, but it's gonna, and also it starts with the Lord, Yahweh Shai, first and foremost as the head. Okay,
So that's why it says that. That's why it says that in Isaiah. That's why it says the scepter of the wicked has to be broken, because they're the ones that are ruling right now, and they're the ones that are promoting that wickedness. So they're really they are the cancer of the earth that has to be removed for righteousness to be established.
because I was talking to this guy earlier, right, and he was talking about, because like he's kind of he kind of knows what's going on in the world with certain things. You know, he's like, yeah, if we can infiltrate the media and this and that. I said, no, that's not going to work. It's not gonna, because they run all of that. They have all of their people there. You know. So and guess what? They have things over the people that get to a certain level. They have different blackmails that they can use against these people. That's why they stay in line too. All right. So you can't just infiltrate and then like that's in the movie. How they're gonna be destroyed is through spiritual power by the Lord Yahweh Shai.
That's right. That's right.
That's the only way.
The book of 2nd Ezra 4 and verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
Right.
and if the place,
Meaning that destroyed. Meaning this kingdom has to be destroyed completely. From the bottom to the top has to be completely wiped out. All right? A new complete government with a whole new nation, a whole new race of people. You want to understand, a whole new race of people have to rule. To make it clear. And that new race is the Israelites. Go ahead.
if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
Right.
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Right. That's it. Right? If the Edomites are ruling, there's no righteousness that's going to come from that place. They were not set up to bring forth righteousness. Then we saw, Revelation 6 and 4. Go ahead.
The point says you can make a clean thing out of an unclean, no, not one. And you can make something straight that the Lord has made crooked. Go ahead. And 2nd Ezra 6 and 28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be
And
overcome.
that's another thing. Like that's why that vision of the napkin and all the unclean critters and stuff like that came out represent Cornelius. That was not really unclean critters for the spirit. Those were really, that's just how Peter perceived them. You understand what I'm saying? Because he perceived them as unclean, but they were not unclean. Man. It was really lamb. You know what I'm saying? In the spirit, because those were Israelites.
The Lord said, call not coming without me.
That's it. He made that clean. He made lamb clean. He made the chicken clean. All right? And any brother say otherwise, they're being suspicious.
The Lord, you know, the Lord can blind you, He can open your eyes to the truth.
That's right. That's right.
2nd Ezra 6 and 28. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared.
The truth that has been so long without fruit shall be declared, and that's being declared through us. Okay? Good.
1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to the Most High, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority
He has to
and
put
power.
down all rule. All these people rule, all these Edomites and governments, all of this, the NATO, the EU, all of that has to be brought down. America, that has to be brought down. Right? And then Yahweh Shai is going to rule with us as the Israelites under him, man. Okay? That's how it's going to work, man. That's when a righteous government is going to be set up, man. Not while this place is here. Oh, we got to try to fix this. There's no fixing this. This cannot be fixed. All right? This is a cancerous place. You don't fix a cancer. You try to fix the cancer. You got to cut the cancer out.
If I may say too, it's only Yahweh Shai who can fulfill that role. Right. Like it says, the physician cutteth off the long disease.
Right.
Who's that physician? Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
So in other words, if you try to take up arms and say, oh, we could do something, to come in and change the mind of the government, no, you can't, man. That's basically you trying to usurp basically saying you're the Savior, in other
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
You're trying to fulfill the role of Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
It's only Yahweh Shai who's going to fulfill those prophecies pertaining to Babylon being taken down, man, and establishing a righteous order.
Go ahead, bring it on.
This is St. John 14:30. Hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh and has nothing in me.
The prince of this world has nothing to do with the Lord, man.
right.
Who's the prince of this world? Esau, Edom, man. So in other words, Yahweh Shai has to take him down. And Yahweh Shai understood that during that time, the Romans, they had to fulfill the role. He understood that it wasn't his time yet to take them down, man.
Right.
But we're in the time now that he's coming as a lion to take this devil out, man.
Right.
And only him, only Yahweh Shai could fulfill that role, man.
That's right.
And that's it, prophecy.
That's right.
Because the scripture says, what concord has Yahweh Shai with Belial? The Lord has really no business with the wicked, man. He is the righteous, right? The King of peace.
Yeah.
You can't have peace and then chaos at the same time.
He's not coming to sign no agreement with them. He's not coming to negotiate. Oh, he said with fire is how he's going to negotiate. He's going to destroy them. That's how he's going to negotiate. All right? He's not coming to play with them, man. When he comes, he's coming with that judgment. That's it. We're reading the sentence. We're reading the sentence for these devils and these other nations.
So just also, just as the brother read, Esau really his moves are by the intervention of Satan. That's how you know that the prince of this world has nothing to do with Yahweh Shai, because he's moving under the vibration of Satan. That's why he has to be taken out.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, read it.
Now, this is Daniel 2 and verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all these. And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet,
That's the fourth beast, and the feet is an extension of the fourth beast, because the deadly wound had to be healed. So that's what the feet represent when the deadly wound was healed. Go ahead.
and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron.
Right.
For as much
That's that military might. This is this kingdom right here. Right. Okay. NATO and the EU headed by America. This Edomite kingdom. What?
For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay,
Yeah.
and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong
Yep.
and partly broken.
Yep.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men,
Yep.
but they shall not cleave one to another.
Right.
Even as iron.
Meaning what? The seed of men dealing with all this immigration, man. Right. This is how these Edomite nations countries are. They're run by immigrants. Right. They're full of immigrants. Why? Because that's in the prophecy. Okay? And nobody really has a patriotic view to these places. They're just using these places as a means to get what they need, you know, to maybe send it back to their home country. Okay? Because this is where the opportunity is at. But that's what do you expect to happen? You mess up. We see you mess up all these other nations. Where else they're gonna go except for the place where there's some type of opportunity? So you set yourself up for that because you're not balanced. You're not like, okay, at least let you do your thing now. We're going to suck the natural resources. So where they going to go? They're going to go get sucked from the titty. You need to get some milk from the titty.
That's what also proves that Babylon is a whore. Because all these heathens, they come to America to use it, to abuse it, and then bring it back to their country to have some sort of substance.
Well, the whore. Let's get it right though. The whore is really just dealing with the fact that they're going against the Most High. That's what the whore is dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Because these other nations, you know, you can say London is the same. They're all melting pots. Okay, they're all melting pots. But at the end of the day, the point is that it's dealing with the mingle of the seed. It shows that's why they're not together. You know, because there's no real patriotic vibe here like that. Like how it was in like the early 20s. There was a true patriotic vibe. You know? So that was all by design of Yahweh Shai to make this place more and more divided. Right?
But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Right.
And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed.
See, this is the kingdom we're waiting for. We're not waiting to see this, the toes get revamped, right? To let the toes get revamped. No, we're not waiting for you to hear that, man. We're waiting to see the toes be destroyed. We're about to read it. Go ahead.
It says, and the king.
Now let's put some more iron. Chip the clay out, put iron in there, and overlay it with gold. No. Everything is going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people,
right?
But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms.
Woo.
And it shall stand forever.
Right, but it's going to do it at the time of the feet, which is the time of the fourth beast. But like I said, the feet are an extension of the legs. Okay? You got to understand that, man. All right? So this is when the Lord is coming back. Go ahead.
For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain, it says, for as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold. The great power had made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure.
Right, that's it. All right, it's sure, it's going to happen. So you talking about, oh, well, maybe we can do this and do that. You really love this place. They really love this place and love this system. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're wicked. They don't know the ways of the Most High. We hate this system. Every day we're finding new things wrong about it. Okay, this is a wicked place, man. All right, it's a wicked kingdom. Hold on, you go to evil. Okay, read what you got first.
This is the book of 1 John.
Salakia, you start yours, bro?
I pass.
Go ahead.
1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right, so if you love this worldless system, and the love of the Most High is not in you, you're evil. Okay? You Christians, you already lost. You already lost the kingdom. You truly love this kingdom, man. You're not looking for the downfall of this place. Right?
Just as David said, ye that fear the Lord hate wickedness. And that's everything that the world promotes. You know, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. That's all wickedness. That's that's what Edom pushes.
Right.
You know, and you're supposed to hate these things.
Right. The whole system, the laws, right? That's not based upon the laws of the Most High. Okay? So that's wicked. You understand what I'm saying to you? Satanic. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
It's of the world, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is 2 Ezra 11. I'm start at verse 37. It says, and I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood, and I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said,
the eagle represents the Roman Empire. Okay, like I said, we're in the extension of the Roman Empire. The lion represents Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says, and said, hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, art thou not thou it that remainest of the four beasts?
Woo! So that's the fourth beast right there. Okay, the legs. All right, go ahead.
So like the legs represents the end of a man too.
Yes,
You know, just
that's
just as Jacob grabbed the heel of Esau,
Right.
which represents that, as it says in 2 Ezra, that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that comes.
It says, whom I made to reign in my world.
Woo! Right, because the Lord allowed these Edomites to rule. Give me Job 9:24. He allowed these devils to rule for the time period they're ruling. Okay, to do what they're doing. For the particular day that's getting ready to come. All these things are for prophecy's sake. Get me also Proverbs 16:4. Okay?
It's the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So the Lord allowed these devils to rule in his kingdom, in his world. Go ahead.
It says, he covered
It was given to the hand of the wicked, not the hand of the righteous. It's going to be given in the hand of the righteous when the Lord comes back. Right now it's in the hand of the wicked, the evil people. Okay? And the wicked, by the way, is a race of people. It's not just one guy with 666 in the back of his head. It's a nation. It's a conglomerate. Don't you see they have a system that they work together on? Go ahead, man.
It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, He covereth the faces of the judges
There
thereof.
wasn't one guy covering the faces of these images of Jake, of the angels and all that, which we got a perfect example of that, by the way. Read that again.
It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not,
This is a perfect example right here. All right, we got the receipts. All right, this is an Edomite, a so-called white person, painted over a black image of Europe, of the Lord, white. This is what it's speaking about. This is called iconoclasm, man. The destruction of images. Specifically, in this time, is the destruction of the so-called black images of the Lord and so on and so forth, right? Okay, of the angels, of the people, of the Israelites, right? And that's where you get that white Jesus from. Okay, it's based upon iconoclasm. Go ahead, read that again.
the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
And this is the wicked. Okay, go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
So he's painting over the faces of the judges. He's covering, he's hiding the identity, the true image of the judges. The true image of the Israelites, the true image of the Lord, the true image of the Heavenly Father, the angels. Telling you that little white babies with their penises hanging out. Huh? With that bow and arrow, that goes back to Cupid, man. That's idolatry in itself, man.
So like if I may say, that's truly deception, because when you read the scriptures, when it describes the angel, it tells you that when men saw the angels, they fell with fear.
I was just thinking about that.
You know, they fell to their face, like the parents of Samson.
Yeah.
Saw that angel, they're in fear, man. How could you fear a butt-naked baby with a Cupid arrow, man?
Penis too.
There's nothing fearful about that, man. You know, John, when he saw the vision, he worshipped the angel, man. Because what? He saw that this was a fearsome-looking being, man. The things that Esau's presenting you as the angel, that's deception, man. That's not the true images of the Lord's service, the angels in the heavens. Man.
And that's why they believe that those people in that land are the people. That's all witchcraft. And that's why they're able to get away with what they do. Because the people they're looking at, that's the people of God. No, it's not the people of God, right? I'll tell you who they're the people of. They're the people of the devil. The people of Satan. Go ahead, brother.
It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If not that, so that's now that's the characteristic. See, well, there's an example. He got that fake image, which was painted by the wicked. Read that again.
It says, the earth
Wow.
is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yep.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's one of the main examples of deception, right? And if you believe in that image, you're working with the devil. If you believe in that image, you're a Satanist. If you believe in that image, you're a Satanist. If you believe in that image, you are a Satanist. Get me also. Matter of fact, get me he painted the judges thereof. Stick around. And get Revelations 1. You also get Revelations 1 and 2.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Hey, buddy.
He
That
covers
says
the
it in Hosea. Hey, defend the gospel. Defend the gospel. The Bible says defend the gospel. That's not the true image of the Lord. All right? That white guy is not the image of the Lord. All right? The Lord is a so-called black man with white woolly hair, man.
That's right.
That's the image of the devil. All right? That's not the image of the Lord, man. Okay? That's Satan himself, man. All right? That really is Cesare Borgia. Okay? Which what did he do? He slept with his sister.
Yep.
Okay? He killed his own brother. He was a homosexual. This is the image that you have of you're calling Jesus. That's not the Lord in the Bible, man. The Lord in the Bible is a so-called black man.
That's right.
Jesus Christos es negro. All right? Jesus Christos es negro, man. And his name is not Jesus Christos, man. It's Yahweh Shai, man. Get it right. Get it right.
That's right.
Matter of fact, read the Maccabees first, and then we're going to go to Revelation. It's time out for that deception. It's time out for that deception. All right?
That's right.
This is First Maccabees.
These have been spreading lies for too long now.
That's right.
See, now, and them young Jakes, they shouldn't be deceived. Them Jakes should be cursing them out. Hopefully they're cursing them out. Go ahead, anyways, read that, bro.
This is First Maccabees, 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Yeah, and that's the images of the heathen, man. That's not the image of the Lord. That's actually the opposite of what the Lord looks like, man. All right? Bring that up.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13.
That's right.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot.
So this is the true image of the Lord now. Go ahead.
And girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
Uh-huh.
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
This is the true. It's white and woolly. All right? And the head of his hairs was white and woolly. Okay? It was the color of white and the texture of wool. That's the hair of so-called black people. That's the hair that so-called black people have. Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were red. Okay? The scriptures say that his eyes are going to be red with wine. Go ahead.
And his feet like burning, unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right, get Daniel's on that. Okay. His feet like unto fine brass as if they burned in a furnace. What color is brass? Brass is brown. All right? What color is it if it's burnt? It's dark brown. All right? So the Lord is a dark brown man. That's a so-called black man with white woolly hair, a white afro, if you will, man. That's the true image of the Lord, man. Not no goddamn cracker, no fucking devil, all right? With long ass hair like a rock, like he's in a rock band. All right? First of all, Paul said having long hair is a shame. So why the hell would the Lord have long hair? Like a wolf and leprosy. Come on, man. You guys, that's blasphemy. It's time out for that, man.
That's right.
Listen, man, you Edomite Christians have deceived the world long enough, man. Okay? Go ahead, man. The Lord is a so-called black man according to the Bible. Read Daniel.
Right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Right.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right.
Whose garment was white as snow.
Right.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
It was a woolly, all right, like an afro. When you look up the texture of Negro hair, if you look up woolly, in like a Webster dictionary, it will tell you the hair of Negroes. Okay? So that's the description of the Lord. Right. The Lord had that type of hair, man. Right. Woolly hair, not goddamn stringy hair, man. Right. Go ahead.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
Woo!
And his wheels as burning fire.
Yep.
That's all y'all.
What?
This is John 14 and verse 7. If ye have known me, ye have known my Father also. And from henceforth ye know him and have seen him. Philip saith unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it sufficeth us.
Right.
Yahushua said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet thou hast not known me, Philip? He that has seen me has seen the Father.
Meaning he looks like his father, man. So the Lord looks like this, is a so-called black man with white woolly hair. Guess what? The Heavenly Father looks like that too. All right? The so-called black man with white woolly hair, man. And a beard on his face. Right. Okay? Go ahead.
And how sayest thou then, show us the Father?
That's it. All right? Get that Daniel's, what's that, 7 and 9? Wherever it says it.
This is the book of Daniel 10 and 6. His body also was like the beryl, and his face has the appearance of lightning.
The body was dealing with his garment. Okay? He had a green, that's why we have him in a green garment. All right? Go ahead.
And his eyes as lamps.
We think the Lord came naked to them? Come on, man. Go ahead, man.
And his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like the color to polish brass.
In color, this is dealing with color now, to polish brass. Meaning he was a dark-skinned man, a dark brown man. Right. All right? When you look at brass, real brass, okay, not that brass they got now, the refined brass. The real brass is dark brown. Okay? Like a penny, if you will, a bronze metal. All right? So that's how the Lord, that's the skin color of the Lord. So what's this image of the Lord with this pale skin and then long stringy hair? That's blasphemy, man. Furthermore, like the brother said, that's leprosy, man. The Lord didn't come with leprosy, man. Hey, let's get the law on leprosy, man. Let's get the law on leprosy.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 13, and I'm going to start at verse 43.
Yeah.
Then the priest shall look upon it, and behold, matter of fact, start out verse 9. Leviticus 13 and verse 9. It says, when the plague of leprosy is in a man,
Right.
then shall he be brought unto the priest, and the priest shall see him, and behold.
So this is dealing with the plague of leprosy in the Bible. Let's see what it is. Because they have all this deception and these lies in the movies that leprosy is like when you got all these bumps on your face. They know exactly what it is. They read, they study the scriptures, they got their archaeologists, they know exactly what the Bible is. It's clear as day what it's speaking about. Okay, so we're going to tell you what leprosy is right now. Go ahead.
It says, and the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin.
If you got white skin, if there's a rising of white skin, listen, you see those people that have the patches on their face, and the white patches and the lips, but then the rest of their body is dark, that's leprosy. That's known as unclean leprosy. Show you how wicked this place is. Now they promote them as models. But the scripture says, this is one, but this is a clean leper. Because her whole body is like that. One like that, there's a particular method. Right, there's Winnie something, right? But there's other models that are promoting that because this is a perverse society. Right?
And the priest shall see him, and behold, if the rising be white in the skin, and they have turned the hair white, and there be quick raw flesh in the rising, it is an old leprosy.
It's a leprosy. When you have that pale skin, right, that's a leprosy. That's what these Edomites have is a form of leprosy, man. Okay? So the Lord didn't come down with leprosy, with no pale skin. He came down as a dark-skinned man. All right? As the Bible describes it, man. Go ahead.
It says, it is an old leprosy in the skin of his flesh.
Right.
And the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
Right. And if your whole body is not like that, you're unclean. Okay? But if your whole body is like that, like the so-called white people, you are a clean leper. Okay? Or an albino, a full-out albino, that's a clean leper. Go ahead.
It says, and shall shut him up, for he is unclean. And if a leprosy break out abroad in the skin, and the leprosy cover all the skin of him that hath the plague from his head even to his foot, wheresoever the priest looketh, then the priest shall consider. And behold, if the leprosy cover all his flesh, and if the leprosy cover all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean.
Clean, if it covers his whole flesh, the so-called white person. They're a clean leper. They have leprosy, but they're clean because it's all over their body. You understand? If it was just a patch of brown and then a patch of if half a piece of them was looked like a so-called white person, that's unclean spiritually. Okay? All right? Go ahead.
It says, and behold, if the leprosy shall cover all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague.
Right, so they done twisted the world so up, they made the world so upside down that they're telling you that is a blessing to look how they look, and it's a curse to have melanin, which protects you from the sun. Come on. It's natural sunblock. And when you look at them, and when you look at you and you look at them in a UV light, a UV camera, you can see that their skin is completely damaged based upon the sun, but your skin is not at all. Because you have that natural, and guess what? When they put on sunscreen, guess what? Their skin in the UV light turns dark. Wherever they put it at, it turns dark, that sunscreen. You don't need sunscreen. Okay? I never had sunburn in my life. That never happened to me one time. I've been to the islands. That never happened one time. Okay? That is a curse from the Lord. Right? Okay? The Lord put a particular mark upon you. But they're trying to make you think all through these centuries of the deception. They try to make you talk, they made you believe that was a blessing. Go ahead.
It says, and behold, if the leprosy have covered all his flesh, he shall pronounce him clean that hath the plague.
Right.
It is all turned white, he is clean.
Right. So we all turn like an Edom, like he had that pale skin all over, that super pale skin all over, then you know that he's clean. Okay? And we're not talking about a light brown skinned person. We're talking about an Edomite that red comes forth through their skin. All right, go ahead. Get me okay, hold on. You got it. Give me Numbers 4.
I got it. Bring it on up. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12, and verse 10, and it reads, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Right. And Aaron, she became leprous white because first, what was she? She was a brown-skinned woman, a dark brown-skinned woman. dark or light brown skinned woman. All right? Most likely she was dark skinned. Okay? More like the darker brown level. Right? So what happened? The Lord cursed her and turned her into a white woman for a time period. That's pretty much what happened. Okay? Read that again.
Numbers 12:10, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
That's what leprosy is, to become white as snow, to become that pale skin. That's leprosy. But that was, she became a clean leper. Go ahead.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead.
Let her not be as one dead. What does it mean, let her not be as one dead? What happens when you die? You turn pale. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, of whom the flesh is half consumed when he cometh out of his mother's womb.
Right, meaning this baby came out dead because he looked all pale. Right? So that's what happens. Okay? So that's what leprosy is. All right? Let me get the other one. That here. Grab another one. Go ahead.
2 Kings 5:27, the leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee, and unto thy seed.
These are all different accounts. So with just what we're reading, you can clearly see what leprosy is. You put your head together. Okay, leprosy in the Bible means this. It doesn't mean bumps all over your face. That's something they made up to hide what it really is. Why? Because what would that go against? White supremacy. There's so-called white supremacy. You understand? Go ahead.
2 Kings 5:27, the leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence a leper as white as snow.
That's what leprosy is, man. This is leprosy, bro. This chick right here behind us with the blonde hair, this is leprosy, man. She's a clean leper. Go ahead.
This is Leviticus 13 and verse...
Well, there's no law in the eyes, but those are known to be the weakest eyes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
There's no law in that. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's that, you know, because there's no law in that. There's no, that's leprosy of the eyes. There's no law in that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Leviticus 13 and 29, if a man or a woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
Well, what is it? What is blonde hair? That's yellow hair, is it not? Is that not what a blonde hair is? Yellow hair? Go ahead. Read that again. Read it again.
It says, if a man or a woman have a plague upon the head,
and it's a plague. It's not a blessing, it's a plague, man. Right. Go ahead.
Or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in it, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
A yellow thin hair. Okay? Go ahead.
Then the priest,
and by the way, that blonde hair, they're known to have, like when they're natural blonde, they're known to have very thin hair. They lack body in their hair. Okay? Go ahead.
Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scalp.
So if it's not all over the hair, if it's not the full set of hair blonde, then guess what? It's unclean. Not only is it a leprosy, it's unclean leprosy. Go ahead.
It is a dry scalp, even a leprosy upon the head or beard. And if the priest look on the plague of the scalp, and behold, it be not in sight deeper than the skin, and there is no black hair in it, then the priest shall set him up that the plague of the scalp, shut him up that had the plague of the scalp.
Shut him up meaning what? He can't be around the congregation, right? Because he's going to basically make them unclean. See? Go ahead, man. It's just like when a woman's on her period, she's unclean, so she's supposed to be, you know, in the other house, man. She's be in the other house. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be over here for now. You see, there's certain ritual cleanliness that we practice, right? All right? And the heathen didn't practice. Washing yourself after you sleep with a woman, you're supposed to wash yourself. There's certain things we had about being cleansed spiritually and physically, right? Go ahead.
So like they say, because the Lord called us to be a holy people. Right. When it goes with that word holy means what? being separate, being set apart.
That's right.
And us practicing those cleansing laws, what will put us separate from the other nations.
Right.
Then they wouldn't practice that, right? You know, they would do these abominable acts and go on about their day.
Yeah.
You know?
It says verse 32, and in the 7th day the priest shall look on the plague.
If you got a Pikachu bag, you're not gonna be
It says that behold, if the skull spread not, and there be in it no yellow hair, and the skull be not in sight deeper than the skin, he shall be shaven.
It's not for you. Go ahead.
He shall be shaven, but the skull shall he not shave. The priest shall shut him up. He had the skull 7 days more.
See, that's what I follow you. You know, some of you brothers into that anime, you got them anime shirts, it looks like kid shit. You know, it looks like kid shit, like a kiddie shit. A grown man with a beard, you got what's the guy's name? One Piece, you know, they got a hat, this big smile. Yeah, who's gonna take you serious? It's a serious man. It's serious, you know? That's Squirtle on his shirt. Go ahead. Oh, that was it on that? Okay, go ahead.
2 Kings 7 and 3. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate.
Why were they at the entering of the gate? Because they were not allowed in the city. They had to be outside of the city because of that leprosy. All right? Go ahead.
And they said one to another,
Most likely it was the unclean leprosy. It was the unclean leprosy. Because if there was the full leprosy, their full body and their full hair, then there would be clean lepers. There would be no problem. Go ahead.
why sit we here until we die?
Right.
If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we die also. Now therefore come and let us fall into the host of the Assyrians. If they save us alive, we shall live, and if they kill us, we shall but die.
Right. They wouldn't kill it. They wouldn't say they'll throw their ass out. They'll throw them out. You know? But they're probably too hungry anyway at that point. So they probably want to know, they probably wouldn't care. Like, what does that to me? I'm trying to eat, man. You know?
The Lord blessed them on that account.
Yep.
Because they ran into the spoils of the city.
Oh yeah, he blessed them. You know? Anyways, go ahead.
This is
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse."
Right.
to
The
judge
Edomites are the people of the Lord's curse. You know, and part of that curse is the skin color, right? The skin the lack of pigmentation. That's part of the curse. Okay? But ultimately, it's what's going to happen to them in the judgment. That's the biggest part of the curse. So you can live with that, you know you're going to be healed in the future, right? But you know what I'm saying? Because you got Israelites that look like that have that particular curse in this particular time. Right?
Yeah.
All right? But guess what? In the future, they're not going to have that. So that's just a temporary thing. You know? It's like a brother got, Lyme's disease. You know, you got something, it's a particular thing they got to deal with now, an ailment. You know what I'm saying? But in that time to come, they know they're going to be healed of that. But these Edomites, they're going from that curse to complete judgment. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Right.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Yep.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
And that's what they did, man. They switched everything upside down, man. They told them what was wicked was righteous and what was righteous was wicked. All right? And this is what this world is all about, man. That's why this whole place has to be dismantled. This whole kingdom has to be dismantled, man. From the bottom to the top. You know? Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me go back to second. Okay, go ahead.
Back to second.
Okay, go ahead.
Back to 2 Ezra 11 in verse 39. It says, "Art not thou it that remainest of the 4 beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of the times might come through them? And the 4th came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression."
Right, much wicked oppression. That's what Esau is all about, that wicked oppression, man. That's what he was all about, man. He was about that as the Greeks, and especially he was about that as the Romans. All right, and coming into this kingdom. All right? That's why this is nothing but the revival of that. This is nothing but like an amalgamation of that a newer version of that Roman Empire. Get me Revelation 13 on the left. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14 and verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nation.
Because they don't have mercy. They don't think about the less fortunate. They don't think about the people that are in a lower state. Their whole thing is how to get over on them, how to suck out more from them without them rising up. That's their mindset. That's Esau's MO. His mindset is not to help and this and that. That's not their mindset. They don't think about that. Okay? So as long as they're in power, there ain't gonna be no good. Right?
Just as it says, if they do it good, they do it unwillingly.
That's right.
It's not in their minds, it's not in their heart to be there and to be there for your benefit.
No.
It's really, they only think about themselves. That's why it says they cannot be satisfied and they're as death.
Yeah. Go ahead, jump in.
Joe.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
It says, he that ruled the nation in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
Job 24 verse 2. Some remove the landmark, they violently take away flocks.
Oh, that's what they're doing now. That's what they're doing now, which technically it's not really their land, but it's still an example of what they've been doing all along. Because that's not their land either. They're still removing, they're still taking over something that's not there. And they're violently removing it. Okay? So these devils, they didn't play the same playbook forever. They did it to the so-called Native Americans, to the so-called Latin tribe. They did that to the kingdom of Judah, so-called Israel. Go ahead.
They violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless.
Yeah.
They take the widow's ox for a pledge. They turn the needy out of the way.
And it's the needy that they're doing these things to. Why don't they do that to Russia? Why don't they go try to do that to don't do that to Russia? Now we're gonna take this. No, they use their brain. They're getting the ones that are vulnerable. I mean, the weak. Go ahead.
It says, the poor of the earth hide themselves together. Jump into verse 7. They cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. They are wet with the shower.
Well, look at how they're dealing with the Palestinians. All right? That's how they're dealing with it. They're just used to bombings. Like the woman's recording, the building falls down. It's falling. It's a couple bombs. Boom, boom, boom. The building shakes. And she's just talking like it's nothing. And that's a woman. So they're used to it. That's a wild person. And that's just it's nothing to her. Like she's like if she was here in Jacob's trouble, it would be fucked up. But it'd be like she'll be able to do it according to average. Starving.
Like a man.
Yo, bro, like the way she started, it was all casual. I'm like, wow. That's how we're gonna be. We're gonna be all casual and shit. Taking selfies with starving, eating weights. Come on, put up the deuces. Please, bread. A pen. Right, man.
Remember down Daylight?
Right. That's it, bro. Right.
It says, verse 7, they cause the naked to lodge without clothing, that they have no covering in the cold. They are wet with the showers of the mountains, and embrace the rock for want of a shelter.
Yeah.
They pluck the fatherless from the breast, and take a pledge of the forest.
That's it. All right. Wow. Read that again. Read that last part. Read it again.
It says, verse 8, they are wet with the showers of the mountains, and embrace the rock for want of a shelter. They pluck the fatherless.
They have no home to go to. And that's just an example of what they did to the Trail of Tears.
Yeah,
They had to remove them and walk in there with bare feet in the cold. See what I'm saying to you? Children, babies, mothers, they didn't care. They didn't give a damn about them. Because they have no mercy. There are things they want it, they're going to take it. They don't care if you did anything to them, it's just you're weaker. You have less power, so I'm going to do it. Give me wisdom of Solomon 2.
Yep.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second, read that.
Verse 9, they pluck the fatherless.
From that part, read it from that part where it speaks about yes. Right. Because the food that which is feeble. Right.
It says they pluck the fatherless from the breast and take a pledge of the forest. They cause them to go naked without clothing, and they take away the sheep from the hungry.
That's it. That's how they aren't they blocking them from getting food in there? Blocking them from getting food and supplies and energy and all that. So this is the same thing. They've been doing this to our people on the highest level for the longest time. They did that to our people on the highest level. Okay? So guess what? Esau, that's going to happen to him. The Lord's going to make all that happen to him. He's going to be brought down low. All right? He's going to be oppressed. Him and his nation. That's what's coming. Go ahead, bro.
Wisdom of Solomon 2:10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
This is their mindset. What do they call it? Natural selection. This is the mindset of the Edomites. They have books on this shit. Okay? They try to justify it through their science and all this different stuff. Right? But they're not justified before the Most High. Right?
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice.
Let our strength be the law of justice. Because we have the power. Even Donald Sterling, that devil said it in that recording. It's not about right and wrong. It's not about right and wrong. It's the culture. You see? So he was telling the truth. He was being 100. He was telling the truth. Yeah, you can pass if you want. All right? No, he wants to listen. Okay. Oh, he wants to listen. Okay, no problem. He was telling the truth. He said there's black Jews, there's white Jews. But the black Jews are treated like dogs. See, he was telling the truth. Okay? Go ahead.
Let our strength be the law of justice.
To some extent, because he didn't say that they're not real Israelites, right?
For that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Right, so that's that natural selection. Because we have the power, we're going to do it. All right? Not because it's right. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn.
Right.
And he is clean contrary to our doing.
Right.
He upbraided us with our offending the law.
And that's what we're doing now. We're upbraiding them through these words. We're cursing them out. We're telling them, listen, you're wicked. Your system is wicked. What you're doing is wicked. All right? How you've been ruling is against the Most High. All right? So we're upbraiding them. And that's offending them. It's offending the elites. It's offending all these Edomites. Right?
Yeah. He upbraided us with our offending the law,
yep,
and objected to our infamy,
right,
the transgressing of our education.
Right, and what's infamy? That's being famous for wickedness, for something bad. All right, go ahead.
It says, he professes to have the knowledge of the Most High, and calling himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts.
That's right.
He is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
And the one thing that Esau doesn't like is to be reproved. That's one thing Esau doesn't like. So that's why, there's all this propaganda about, what people are saying now, right? There's one person who said if you even say anything good about Palestinians or the Hamas or anything like that, not even. He said if you criticize Israel, you're a terrorist. That's what he said. So what the hell is that about? So what's that all about? That's about being in control. That's about controlling the narrative. That's about having no one to question any wickedness that you do. Right? You see what I'm saying? If you're saying you can't criticize an individual or people, then you're saying that no matter what they do, they're without fault.
Beyond rebuke.
They're beyond rebuke. Go ahead.
I'm getting this in the GMT. Wisdom of Solomon 2:12. It says, righteous people are nothing but a nuisance. So let's look for chances to get rid of them. They are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses and violating.
And that's what they're doing. Yeah. We're accusing them, but that's exactly, we're telling the truth though. That righteous witness, that truthful witness. Go ahead.
They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses and violating the traditions of our ancestors. They claim to know the Most High. They call themselves the Lord's children.
Well, technically it is their ancestors because they go back to Jacob. And they go back to Isaac. All right, so they were taught the right way. Okay, they just went left. They just did what the hell they wanted. So they were of that lineage of Abraham to know the right way, just like Ishmael. But guess what? Ishmael is keeping somewhat of the ways. If Ishmael was over the earth right now, right? The woman would be in order. Okay, he wouldn't be allowed to eat pork. Right? Of course, he'd be going way off, but guess what? He'll be closer to that, the righteousness, than these Edomites are, because they're the exact opposite of the Most High. Go ahead. You want to jump in? Go ahead.
Job 24 And 13, there are those that rebel against the light. They know not the ways thereof, nor abide in the path thereof.
They rebel against the light because why? Their deeds are evil, man. That's why they rebel against the light. Go ahead, go jump in.
Genesis 4 and verse 5, but unto Cain and to his offering had he not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
All he had to do was do the right thing, man.
Yeah.
All he had to do was repent and give up a proper sacrifice. He said, F that. I'm gonna be more with it. And that's what Esau is doing. Right? Instead of saying, you know what, these Hebrew Israelites, they're right, you know, we are the Edomites. Let's try to see if the restoring the pledge can apply to us. They said, no, we going all the way. We don't need God.
So like real quick, it says, let favor be shown unto the wicked, yet will you not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will you deal in justice.
That's it. All right? So you could give them leeway and say, listen, all you got to do is repent. I ain't got to do shit. I'm gonna do what I will. Okay? That's his mindset, man. Right, bro.
It says, like, even when it says, what has thou to do to declare my judgment, seeing you cast my words behind you?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like they don't know.
They don't follow the instructions.
They have their scholars, they do their own research.
They don't follow the instructions. They're not interested in following the instructions. They don't like that. They don't like the instructions given. Go ahead.
it says if thou,
Go ahead.
Just as it says, shall thy say unto thy maker that has no understanding? Because in their mind, they think their way is better than yours.
It's like you get a thing from IKEA, it's giving you the manual of what to do. It's like, nah, fuck that. I don't like it. Why did I put that there? It doesn't look like it goes there, but it's telling you this goes there. Nah, fuck that. It doesn't look like it goes there. You put it the wrong way, and the thing doesn't work right. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with this shit? And you get mad. Your counting is false. Why don't you put it together the way it was described to you to put together? Because he's the wicked. And he's not going to say, no, let me go back and put it how it was supposed to be. No, he's going to say, no, I'm going to add onto it. Now let me put some tape. And just botch it even more.
That's why he's known as the son of perdition. That's why he goes against the law, statutes, and commandments. You know, Esau Edom, he always had that spirit of disobedience, not following, his father's, commandment. Like when Isaac told him not to mate with the Canaanite woman, what did he do? He completely went against that, man. So he's been to have that spirit of rebellion, man. And here it is today, he's showing that even more and more, man. Wanting to establish a world where, he completely does away with the idea of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man.
Right. And another thing, with Esau's rebellion, he wants other people to rebel with him.
Yeah.
It's not just he's going to rebel by himself. He wants everyone. The way the brothers listen, boys like, oh, listen. He made a point. Oh, whoa. He throws away the other precepts. But he wants other people to rebel with him.
Yeah.
The serpent had to get Eve because he couldn't just be a rebellious dude by himself. He needed to try to sneak up in there and get Adam to go off. You know what I'm saying?
Let's be wicked together.
Okay, you want to jump in there? Okay, go ahead.
Romans 1 and 32, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Right, that's it. They have pleasure in them that do them.
Not only that, but it says knowing the judgment. So it's not like they don't know; they have that understanding, So it's even though, as it says, misery loves company.
That's some hate,
They know.
That's some hate for you because they want you to fall. They want you to go down that path. If I'm gonna be destroyed, we all gonna be destroyed.
I'm going down. You're coming
Right,
with
we're
me,
all
bro.
going down. We're all going. If I'm doing this wrong, we're all going down.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. In other words, he's saying, if I don't get the blessing, y'all niggas ain't getting the blessing either.
Right.
That's why ultimately, he's gonna come and make war with the remnant of the seed, because he knows that, those that trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, they're not gonna follow his instructions, man. We're not gonna lay down and bow down to Esau, Edom, man. So, the only thing that he's gonna have to do is, come up against us,
You got
man.
that? Oh, that's the spirit, brother. Oh, you got that one where I just spoke? Okay, well, read what I just spoke about. Yes.
This is the book of Revelation 12 and 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the rest.
So he's gonna get mad. You don't follow what I said. You don't want to take the chip.
Oh yeah.
You know, go ahead, man. Straight up, bro. That's what it is, man. So you don't take the chip. We ain't taking following y'all by shooting. He's gonna lose it, man. He's gonna lose it, bro. There's gonna be a point. It's gonna be a hunting for the men of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying to you? There's gonna be a time gonna be the men of the Lord are gonna be hunted, man. Most wanted. Like there's a place I passed by Andrew. There's a picture of this Edomite looking cat. Is this guy's wanted something with a bowl, something. That boy, you know, he's paying a $50,000 bounty. You know. I might go look at that. It's the spoil, like Snoop Dogg, you know, you fight him, you go on a wiggle a little bit. It's like, who's that? Going on again? You know, Snoop Dogg. Like baby boys. Go ahead, man.
Bro, Revelation 12 and 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High.
He was wroth. You know what? He was angry. All right. The fact that we're following righteousness, we're not following his ways, we're going a completely different path from the world, is angering him.
That's right.
Because he doesn't mind if you're a Republican. He don't mind. I'm a Republican going against the deep state. Okay. You know, good job. Because you're still a part of his system. You're still he's still controlling that side, man.
That's right.
Alex Jones, he's controlling this side of conspiracy theories, and he's playing with these people, man. Okay? He sets up certain conspiracy theories. He sets up certain memes. You got people, he saw that he hires to put these memes together. Okay? You understand what I'm saying to you?
They hired the propagandists.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the
So he's going to wage war against the elect. Who got second Ezra 16 on deck? But no, you're going to read yours, but I just want someone to hold second Ezra 16. Go ahead.
And have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's it. Because he sees the elect that is not falling for that. All right? He sees that the elect is being sealed. The elect is being emboldened in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. He knows that the Lord's going to have miracles be done on camera. All right? That Esau will say, no, this is enough now. This is too much. All right? This is too goddamn much. All right? Because they're trying to push their agenda now. They want the whole world in their palms now. You understand what I'm saying to you? They want the whole world, man. You see what I'm saying? They know that it's around that that the elder apostle Ramla said this. Hold on. They know that it's around that 250 years. It's 250 years about the let's say 2026 or whatever. That's why it's a 2030 agenda. No, that's why they want it around this time. Because they know it's about that time where kingdoms go down, America's done. So they want to create a new kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But they think it's going to go from them to them again. You understand? Which I said that months ago, like how they think that's going to go from them to them again. In the spirit, I said that. Go ahead.
They want that instant gratification. You know, just as Esau forsook his blessing for the lentil soup. You know, he wanted to eat now, so he forsook his blessing. So even now he wants to he wants to come down with great wrath because he knows he has a short time. So he wants that kingdom to be established as fast as possible.
Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
We're back to wisdom.
Hold that. Read the second Ezra.
Yeah, second Ezra 16 and 69. And they that consented unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every city.
You consent unto who? Unto the wicked, unto the dragon. Right? You consent unto the beast. Right? And what they're trying to tell you to do, to become wicked like them, to join the wicked forces, the forces of darkness. Right? You're going to be trodden down. Go ahead.
Yep. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right, because why are they going to do that? Because of the fear of what's about to come down. how they're going to be looking and hunting down the men of the Lord. But you see, the thing is that the Lord is going to lift up that standard and protect the men of the Lord and deliver them out of that situation. See? Go ahead.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Right, and there's going to be men of the Lord that are going to be put to death because they gotta be real. They gotta be made real. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So it's going to put that fear in these people. These people, and it's going to be people that are not men of the Lord being put to death just because they're Israelites. Just because they're Israelites. Just because they believe that they're Israelites. That's it. Just because they watched a couple videos. That's it. That's all they need. They got the red list, they got the green list, they got the yellow list. You understand? So you Israelites that are playing games, you think it's a game, Esau's going to hunt you down. Okay?
So like they say, and that's nothing new. Esau did this in the Greek Empire, man. When he wanted to establish, you could say that one world order, where everybody had to consent to his religion, to his laws. Right. What happened? At that point in time, we could have professed ourselves to be Jews. So the same thing's going to happen here again, man. So if you have a garment, you have the fringes on your shirt, you're walking outside, Esau sets eyes on you, man. Hey, you free smoke, man.
I want to see them, man. I'll give them a shalom if I see them. No, I gotta give you props. If it becomes that deep, then you're opinion. I don't know. Come on, bro. If you gonna keep it on, because that doesn't make you righteous. That does not make you right. You don't get closer to the Most High because you got fringes on your garment. The first of all, the fringes represent it's there so you can remind you to keep the law. That's what it's for.
Even in that time, it says what during the famine of the word, it's not going to be time to be out there, to proclaim that you're a prophet and this and that, because the Lord, the ministry is now. In the time of destruction, in the time of Jacob's trouble, it's done, man. The prophecies, the day of evil is already here. You just wait for the Lord at that point, man, and you do what you have to do. You maneuver. It's not time anymore to preach and to tell our people to repent. That time is over.
Right. So it says the prudent shall keep silent in that time. Right. For it is an evil time. Right. And there's a time to prophesy. Well, it says there's a time to build. Right.
Well, I feel like you're right. No, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of these camps out here that's going to be out here too late. Yeah. Or past the time that the Spirit is saying to come back. Yeah. There's going to be certain camps out there. We the Jew, we the Israelites. It's past the time. The Spirit is probably going to already have told us to get off the. But these guys, they don't have the wisdom, and they might think the Most High is dealing with them. They might think the Most High like the sons of Sheba. They thought that the Spirit was dealing with. They tried to cast out the demons. They got beat up. They might think the Spirit is dealing with them. All right, but then ultimately, what's going to happen is they're going to be caught in a bad situation because they're not using wisdom. Because wisdom is a defense. Yeah. Right. So if you don't got wisdom, it's open season.
Just as that time when we were talking about Joshua and Caleb, the Lord told us to go and attack at one point.
Yeah.
They said no, we won't attack. So again the Lord said, okay, you don't want to attack, okay, go walk. And then they said, let's go now. Let's go now. No, man, it's too late. It's over, man. You miss your chance, And then they went to go die, man. So just as the brother said, when it's time to stop preaching, you're still out there preaching, man. You go catch what you catch, man. Yeah, man.
It's true. You're fucking idiots, man. And then the Lord said, no, I'm not going to be with you. Don't go. No, we're going to go now, Lord. How fucking... Like, you gotta say the Lord is a real patient God, man.
Yeah, it is.
Really, he's looking up. All he has to do is... destroy them. From fire from heaven. Real merciful, man, to his people. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 59, verse 19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard.
Yeah, they're going to fear the name of the Lord. They're going to fear the name of the Lord, and then what? And the Spirit of the Lord is going to lift up that standard to protect them, man, to deliver them, and it's going to be miraculous, man. See, Esau, he doesn't know what he's working with. He thinks it's just like a thing where it's like, there's going to be a lot of miraculous things happening. When Esau's like, damn, how the fuck did that happen? It's going to make the people that are coming for us, they're going to question themselves. Like, damn, maybe I'm going against the wrong people. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Maybe this is not, maybe I should, maybe I should quit. You know? You understand what I'm saying? There's going to be some things that's going to happen. It's going to be like, wow. They might grab a brother, and the brother might disappear out of their hands and go from grab. Yo, where'd he go? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're going to be bugged out. All right?
Yeah, how should I vanish if they try to get a hold of him?
Yeah.
And also, you look at the movie, The Book of Eli.
Go, call Allah your Abash.
Okay, I know what time it is.
In the movie, The Book of Eli, they try to shoot him. The bullets
Yep.
go
And he wasn't even worried about it. He was just walking, you know, and missed him. You see? Because basically, Eli, Denzel in that movie, he represented us. He represented the elect.
Yeah.
Okay?
So like it says, he said that says walk by faith and not by sight.
Quoted that in that movie.
Yeah, he was quoting it. And again, in that movie, he was blind. You know, so again, he was moving according straightly off faith. You know, he wasn't seeing anything. It's just the Lord that was protecting him in that time. Well, in the movie.
That's a spiritual movie, man.
Yeah.
High level
Oh,
spiritual.
yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
See, I don't like. See, now I'm at the point in my life. I don't Top Boy, you know. I remember when it first came, I was like, yo, I was into it. I watched that, I was watching it, I was like, yo, this is just dumb, nigga, low level foolishness. There's no substance in it. There's no food. It's stupid. It's just stupid. There's no substance in that. But then when I was watching the Mr. Robot and showing me things that's getting ready to happen, the prophetic things, you know, certain sayings in there. You watch the ancient movies, there's wisdom in there, there's certain things they say, you know. But I can't watch that. You know, it's purely when it's just purely entertainment, nothing in there, no food for the thought. Because I'm not interested in that.
It's boring.
It's boring. It's actually boring.
What's the point?
So some of you brothers is watching certain things. I want to expose some of you brothers. You know, I'm trying to go easy. I don't want to expose hypocrisy. A lot of you Aki will play two sides of the fence.
It's a journey, brother.
It's a journey. I only watch deep things, you know, documentaries. And the whole Pokemon series. What's spiritual about it? Well, you know, when they evolve, that's what's evolving in the spirit.
Spiritual power.
Spiritual power.
Stronger in the faith.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Right.
And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
That's it. So the time that's getting ready to come is about to be worse than any other time that's ever been. All right, and the Lord is setting it up like that. Okay, but it just hasn't come to the height yet. All right, when it comes to the height, people are gonna know. They're not gonna just be on their phone waiting for the bus. All right, they're gonna be in a, how am I gonna eat? They're not going to think about paying bills. How am I gonna eat? How am I gonna survive? Am I gonna die? Is someone gonna kill me? That's gonna be their mind. Am I gonna, they're gonna, they're thinking about, oh my God, they're gonna be all. Some of these people are gonna be nervous at things they were looking up on the internet. Are they gonna tie me in with that group? I've seen a couple of those videos. Are they gonna, they're just gonna be complete paranoia state. But if I look up the word paranoia, look at the word paranoia in the etymology, brother. Go ahead.
It says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
That's right. All those that are of the elect, they're going to be delivered. Ultimately, even if you die, you're going to be delivered. Even if you die, you're going right to the chariots. Right to the chariots. And who's to say if they're going to feel it? Who's to say if they're going to feel anything? I don't believe those brothers in Maccabees felt damn. Okay? I don't believe that. Well, it says not regarding the pain, but it's like, I believe that it was numb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? If you don't regard it, how can you not regard it? How you getting your hand shot and you don't regard it? How is that possible? Huh? What? Get a hangnail. Get a, you know what I'm saying? Get a hangnail. Just stub your toe. Tell me if you don't regard your pain.
Yeah, I wish I did.
Huh?
Yeah, I wish I felt the pain.
He felt the pain, but he felt the pain, yeah, because Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai. But at the same time, the Lord didn't give him more than he could bear.
yeah. That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Like when the holy men were walking in the fire, Yahweh was with them.
Yeah.
So they didn't feel that fire.
Right. So my point is, the Lord helps him, man. One way or another.
that's
Even
right.
in that, even in those situations, even in death, even the sword touch you, the Lord is helping you. You understand?
That could be part of that standard that's going to lift up against them. So at least it gives you the courage to go through the pain. So you don't feel it as much as you're supposed to, right?
It's a help. It's a help. It's a help. It's a help. It's a help.
And again, we're building, in faith, you're building yourself up for that moment even. It has to be in your mind that you might be one of those people that have to be martyrs for the name of Yahweh. You know, knowing that fact, you know that, okay, you see that guillotine, you know that, okay, after this, I'm with the Father.
That's it.
So I'm going to take it, you know. But that goes with that knowledge of knowing what happens after, you know, of building yourself up in the faith.
Yeah, guillotine is a blessing.
Straight ticket to what?
It's a mercy. It's kind of mercy. It's quick.
It might just break it. You know?
Right before it touches you, stop it. You know? Plus, you know, and then you get spiritual power going on.
Yeah.
This is the word paranoia and the etymology online. It says mental disorder categorized by, read that again, it says paranoia, mental disorder characterized by systematized.
Is that the etymology? Yeah. Okay.
It says systematized delusions of more.
I would choose there what?
Yeah.
Let's get that. Let's get that.
Deep.
Go ahead. So these people are going to be paranoid out here. Good way to just call it, they're just going to be paranoid. Everything is that they're to provoke something broken. Oh, this, you know? You understand what I'm saying? Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo jump in the hands of Raggy. Called him Raggy. Go ahead.
It says delusions of more or less definite scope.
Delusions, right? So it's basically just your perception of the worst. You know, go ahead.
Some of this little one says mental derangement, madness. It says mentally ill and sane.
Right. And they're gonna look crazy out here. They're gonna look real crazy out here.
They're not going to have a sound mind in those times.
You got it? Just so I can see what you're saying.
You're not going to have a sound mind in those times.
Right. No, not at all. They're gonna be bugged out. They're gonna look crazy. Their hair's gonna look crazy. Might be like a couple leaves in their hair. See, yo, people you think you knew the world. You were a doctor. What's up? I don't know if you saw it. Did you see him? Did I see who? I don't know. I just said, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know? Women all bugged out. Come with me. I'm good. I'm celibate. I'm fasting.
I'm independent.
I'm in the right. Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah 66 and verse 4. I also will choose their delusions
Right.
and will bring their fears upon them.
Right.
Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear.
Because remember, in ancient Egypt, the Lord brought a particular plague where they were seeing things and hearing things.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter.
So listen, the Lord will just making. You might not die by the spiders, but you might think the spiders is there. Go ahead, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 15. Verse 14. But they, sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottomless of inevitable hell, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions, and partly fainted, their heart failing them, for a sudden fear and all looked for came upon them.
Right. That's it. All right. So that was the Lord tormenting them in the mind. We always speak about that's the worst hell is in the mind. So the Lord is gonna mess these people up, man. They think it's a joke. The Lord is gonna really mess these people up, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offers.
Right, because they're not gonna be thinking straight. They're going to do things, do irrational things. They're not going to think it straight. That's what happens when you're in extreme fear. Okay?
Right? Back to Isaiah 66 and verse 4. It says, but they did evil before mine eyes and chose that which I delighted not. Yep. Right? Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
That's it. All right? So we're going to be stable because we have this knowledge. And we know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us. Okay? But the rest of these people, they don't have the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they're not going to be stable, man. They're going to bug out. They're going to do whatever it takes to get that bread. You know what I'm saying? We're training right now to trust in the Lord. You know, with all our heart. You know, and lean not upon our own understanding, as the scripture says. Right? Let's just trust that the Lord has the process for a reason. You catch hell too, you got to understand the Lord has a process that you're going through for a reason. You know, really, we should praise Yahweh Shai for the judgments, man.
That's right.
Because guess what? We're going through things to teach us things, man. You know, teach us lessons, to chastise us, to build character, man. So one cat came on the Apostle Gabar's channel saying, they're saying that I can't grow my beard because what you want me to work a bullshit job and to just make ends meet, and the Apostle Gabar gave a wonderful answer. I couldn't even think of that type of answer. He said, yeah, you should work a bullshit job and build character. All right? Build some goddamn character. You know? I wasn't sure what the elder was going to quote, he ignored it, but he answered. He said, yeah, you should do that and struggle to build some goddamn character. That was a cut, man. That was a major cut. Because when you're in a lower state, what does it do? It builds your character. Someone who's never been through anything, they don't have any character. Understand? But someone who's been through things and they really know they have character. They built up themselves. Go ahead.
Psalms 53 and 4. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon the power. There were they in great fear, where no fear was. For the Most High has scattered the bones of him that encampeth against thee. Thou hast put them to shame, because the Most High had despised them.
Right.
Oh,
and another thing, if you're not willing to do things for the Lord, like cut your face, you can't keep a beard on your face, man. And that vanity is too high on you to do that. Hey, bro, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you're going to do in the time of famine. Don't ask me. Okay? You got beard brothers. You got brothers that are doctors that got beard on their faces, man. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about?
That's true, man.
Straight up. I can't really. That's in your mind. You're already defeated in your mind. You think I can't do nothing now? I can't talk to this girl because I gotta get the perfect fresh fade. Remember, that's a mental thing, bro. I never had no problem with that shit, bro. I kept the beard and get no line up. Even when I trim up my beard, I don't feel like it gives me no superpower. No, but in the world, you got a line. You feel like, oh, bro, now you man talk different. Your stance is different. You know? You kick out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a mental thing, bro. Huh? It's a different thing. But see, that's all mental. See, because they don't have the faith. You gotta have the faith that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna make everything line up the way it's supposed to line up. Yeah, bro. Romans, seek ye the kingdom first, and all these things shall be added unto you. I know what you're worried about.
That's right.
Yeah, bro.
Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercy of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world.
The Lord died for you on the cross, and was whipped and all that. And you can't grow a goddamn beard. I don't want to talk to you, man.
What faith? He lacks that person you're talking about lacks faith. Yep. That means that you think that the Lord basically, if you don't grow your beard, the Lord is not going to provide for you. You know? Now, in other words, you're saying, me not having the beard, I can get my ends meet. But not knowing that everything that you get, it comes from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
That's the spirit, man. You know? Did you watch the video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Boy, that's the spirit. That's exactly what the Apostle Gabar said. That's the spirit. He said the guy lacks faith. And that's the facts. Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Yeah. Right? You see what I'm saying? So you gotta see what was the perfect will of the Most High. You know, that's what you should be looking to do. And then when you find that out, the Lord's gonna help you in all these situations, man. But that's the challenge. Is of getting on that track where you're pleasing the Most High on that level. Actually. You know? You see? And then you start to see things. But that all comes through, a lot of these things will come with experience too. When you learn these things, they'll all come with experience. You know? A lot of times too. You got something?
This is Hebrews 11 and verse 6. In verse 6 it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him.
2.
It is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
That he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right, so you got to seek the Lord diligently by doing what he's asking you to do. Okay? Go ahead.
Romans 8 and 18, for I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That's it. That's it. All right. So it's not even comparable. All right. What we're getting ready to go through, what we've been going through, is nothing compared to what we're going to get as a reward. It's nothing. All right. Like them men that held the talent for a time period, they made a little bread out, they doubled it up, they doubled the talent up, and then they got cities. Come on. They got cities there. Are you serious? Shit. All I gotta do is double this gold and that's it. Shit. Selling ice cream, whatever you gotta do, man, double that money. Right? And then now I got cities according to how much I was holding. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's come on, bro. It doesn't compare. It doesn't compare, man.
Yahushua even said, out of my father's house there's many mansions. You know, I go to prepare a place for you. You know, you take the planets, so on and so forth and so on. The reward is unfathomable, you know? And it even tells you how that when we get delivered, it's going to be like a dream. You know? When we get delivered, it's going to be like a horrible nightmare, in other words. You know? What happens when you wake up from a nightmare?
You're happy.
Yeah, like the water. Happy. You know?
You're happy with you start to be thankful for shit. Oh, the water. Oh, this water is beautiful water. You know? Huh? You eat the banana and oh my goodness. Oh, whoa. You know? The saltine crackers, regular crackers. Oh, yummy. Right? Because what? You're thankful for life at that point.
Yeah.
Now, if you had something absurd to thank for, bro, you wake up, you're like, the water, y'all. I actually say the water, y'all. Thank y'all. Right? But anyway,
because when you're in the dream, you think, yo, this is it, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, yo, you seem like you can't escape it. But as soon as you wake up, man, like the brother was saying, man, if you wake up from a horrible incident, the water y'all outside, man. You know? And that's how it's going to be like when we get delivered, man. And a couple hours after that dream, most of the time, you forget about it.
Yeah, you forget about it.
You know, a couple days go by, you forget about it, man. So in the kingdom, it's going to be the same thing, man. You know, the suffering, we're going to forget about that, man.
You know what? You probably have a great day that day. You probably have a great day because you're thinking about that fuck, thank goodness that was no. That's how it be. That's how it is. But it's you know, it's the opposite when you have a great dream. That's what's gonna happen to Esau. Esau's gonna come from having a time to go and straight to hell. You know?
So what's awaiting us in the kingdom is pleasures forevermore.
You ever dream you had all kind of bread, all kind of money in this pocket, you won the lottery or something like that? And you had the ticket on you. Hey, oh, you look at you wake up, tap your phone. I want to go back. You read it? Brother, those be the ones, bro. That whole day, you know, you're bumping these people. You know? You goddamn Edomite. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with him? You know? Yeah, right? Anyways, brother, read your precept.
Yeah, we passed, but I want to do it.
Okay, go ahead. We're going to get the last precept.
Proverbs 12 and 24. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule,
Right.
but the slothful shall be under tribute.
That's it. We're diligent in what? We're diligent in His word. We're diligent in the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You see? And that goes into the talents. You know? So we're diligent in doing this work, but then what we're going to get is uncomparable.
That's right.
So we're going to bear rule in an everlasting kingdom. And it's going to be the greatest kingdom. Yeah. It's beyond gold, man. Because the Babylonian was gold. We're beyond that gold. It's going to be beyond that. So, see, we watch some ancient movies, the 2 doors. You think that's glory, but that was way more glory than now, right? Because when you got exalted, everyone bowed down to you immediately. As soon as he went like this, you are now the Lord of such and such. That was it. You know? You know? They might have despised you before. They can't despise you now.
My familiar friend.
Right. Gifts, they're giving gifts. Right? So you're like, you know, come to the court. Oh, this is oh Lord, such and such is here. Oh, they announce you. Right? That was in that time. How much more glory do you think was in the Babylonians? How much more do you think, how serious do you think it was in the time of King Solomon? How serious do you think that was? Right? And how much greater do you think it's going to be in the kingdom, in that coronation? When we're cheering, then the thing in the brother, like a large shout. You know, Yahweh Shai said, well done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You're certified by the King of Kings.
Wow.
You're certified, you know, and glorified. Certified and glorified. Anyway, it's like, okay, go ahead and read this one.
Revelation 12, verse 10. I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the power of his Yahweh Shai, our Redeemer. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai day and night.
That's it, right? They accuse us, right? So they're going to be cast down and we're going to be brought up. You know, and there's going to be a shout. The scriptures also say to sing upon our bed. We're going to be singing, though every day we're going to be a great day.
Every day.
You know we're going to have the big ass beds. Huge ass bed. Maybe I want to cuddle with you. You know, a lot gets cuddled. Cuddle, you don't want to say, okay, talk or
Taking
right? Say what? What did you say?
I say I just laughing at what I said.
God, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 2, and verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
That's right.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Bing, bang. That's just signifying that we're going to be rigorous with them, man. We're not going to play with them. They need to be punished and they need to learn their place. They're going to learn their fucking place, man. Right. You know when you come in, like, we always got to go back to Rico. You know when you come in, you got to go to Rico, right? You know? You know when you come in, you leave the key. That's how we're going to be. We're going to leave the key. We're going to put the key in the room. Listen, don't fucking leave this fucking room. Put the key right there. Don't fucking leave that room. And he's so scared he stays in the corner. He's so scared he come back, he's still in the corner. You know, and you're looking at him. You know, key closer. You know, and then you walk out. Alright? That's how we're going to have these nations, man. They're going to be trained, man. Alright? They go, oh, I'm Chinese. No, they go, I'm Moab.
Right.
Alright? Call me no more Chinese. Call me no more. I am Moab. Alright? My name is Reek. It's like, what are you going to say?
They will hate to be themselves. You see now in this wicked kingdom, so many Israelites, they hate to be black. They hate to be who they are. They want to be the heathens. They want to follow the way of the heathens because they're in great power, even though they're in power and wickedness. But those nations, they will hate to be themselves in that kingdom. They would love to be us.
Yeah,
they won't be us.
That's right. They're going to want to be us. That's right. Exactly. It's going to be a switcheroo.
Like right now, they want to be us.
Yeah, they want to be us too.
Yeah, they
but
want to be us.
It's going to be how much more? Imagine how much more.
Yeah, that's right.
You understand? You're going to have more by trying to glue with afros.
Yeah.
I think I heard that from the apostles. It says something like that. Right? Gluing afros.
It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father, and I will give him the morning star.
Right, and he just gives them a morning star. But you see, the thing is this too, though. When they're mimicking us, it's really it's the regular people. You know, some of the regular, a certain fraction of the regular people, right? But it's not the government. The government, you know, it's still in the government of half backwards like Jake, right? But in the kingdom, that's what it's going to be. They're going to try, even the leaders are going to try to mimic. You see how they mimic Esau when they get because that's the symbol of prosperity. They have a suit and tie, you know? In the government, they don't have garments like us, you know, if you got a multicolored, the Elmer, they're going to try to have the stones, you know? The stones.
Yeah, braid their hair with gold.
Braid their hair.
This is real living.
In their government, yeah. Well, let's get them last
Isaiah 65 and 17.
Enough on you. You got one too, Mahai? Okay, go ahead.
For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth,
Yep.
and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind.
Yeah, we're not going to remember this garbage. We're going to remember this garbage. Go ahead. Got another one?
This is First Corinthians 2 and 9. But as it is written, I have not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has prepared for them that love Him.
That's it. Another one? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
This is,
Spirits on you. Just go ahead.
Proverbs 3 and 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh, for the Lord shall be thy confidence and shall.
Well, I mean, you're going to all three different things.
1 King 10 and 4. And when the queen of Sheba had seen all Solomon's wisdom, and the house that he had built, and the meat of his table, and the sitting of his servants, and the attendance of his ministers, and the apparel of his cupbearers, and his ascent by which he went up into the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in her. And she said to the king, it was a true report that I heard in my own land of thy acts and of thy wisdom. Howbeit, I believe not the
You
words.
could just imagine the order. You could just see everything was in order. Everything was. You can't even just think about it right now. You know, and the cup bearer, the people who bear the cup, and the people who poured the cup, and the people. Yeah, but you know, but they come to there's someone who's dealing with the door, but then there's somebody who's bringing them up the stairs. You know, like it's all, everything was just perfect order, symmetrical, calculated.
Yep. Howbeit, I believe not the words until I came, and mine own eyes, and my eyes had seen it. And behold, the half was not told me. Thy wisdom and prosperity exceeded the fame which I heard.
Probably had someone who was specialized in the cakes, and someone who specialized in the cake there, in particular poultry, chicken, venison. Someone who specialized just in venison. Someone who specialized just in poultry.
It tells you in the Ecclesiastes. It tells you I had more. I made gardens, beautiful gardens. I made. I assembled musicians. I assembled. As it says, I had more than any other king. You know, I set up everything.
Anyways,
So
a little bit more?
Yeah, there's a bit more. Happy are thy men. Happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom. Blessed be the Lord thy power, which delighted in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel. Because the Lord loved Israel forever, therefore made he thee king, to do judgment and justice.
So with that, we'll close up and we'll give all praise, glory, and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash.
the last thing the apostles, elders, and praise millstone. Salutation, much love and respect to God about them pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. All right, Shemai,
Yahshua,
Yahweh,
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 Shemai,
Shemai,
Yahweh,
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 Shemai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Yahweh, Abad Baba, Kwam Yasha, Kwam Yasha.
Let's go.
Oh, so like I keep. Let me turn.